Okay, checkout is also a very important part of the show. It's not part of your demo, but it's still very important for those people that if you haven't gotten enough bookings or you want more bookings, or this is where you start talking to people about the business opportunity. This is where everything kind of comes back around. This is where you kind of close everything out. I have a checkout folder that I use now. I just got this at Target, the Target brand. I think it's like $4.99 or something like that. But this has all my checkout stuff in it. It's kind of helped me to be a little bit more organized at checkout. So I'm just going to kind of go through what's in this folder and how it helps me when I'm checking out. Okay, so in the front of the folder, I have my tax rate chart, so I can easily calculate without my calculator, my cell phone. I can't find it or it died. The taxes, I have my PIN. I have my little square thing, which is actually in my car, but it's usually right in here as well. The first thing when they come up to me at checkout, I make sure I've pulled out their guest survey. I can't remember their name. I look over at their slip of their order, and I pull out their survey really quickly. I look at that point. I've already looked through all the surveys at once between the time I've ended the show and before checkout has started. And I see who wants to have a home show and where people are engaged them on their business, how interested they are in the business. So I pull out their survey, and I'll say something to them. I do all their calculations. I get so while they're writing the check, or maybe I'm swiping the credit card or something like that, I say to them, even if they circled or say they don't want to have a home show, you say, so when do you want to get a couple of your girlfriends together so I can help you get the rest of your wish list for free? You always assume they want to do a home show. I encourage a lot of my guests to write their wish list on the back of their guest survey, mostly so that I can look at it and see they have not ordered their entire survey, and I can say, oh, you really wanted that Matthew necklace? Well, I can give that to you for free for your home show. If they say, no, I'm not doing a home show, you should stop there, okay? If they straight up say no, don't keep asking. But a lot of times what they're going to say is, well, that's your open door, and you just keep talking. Because if they're saying, well, they have thought about it, but they might have a reason for an excuse. So you say, great, so do you want to do it in October or November? So all they have said is well to me. They haven't given me even an excuse yet. I just keep talking, great, October or November. And I'm like, great, November is a wonderful month, and given a reason why November is the best month of the year to have a home show. It doesn't have to be a real reason. It could just be like, because Christmas is right around the corner. If they choose January, great, January, the brand new jewelry just came out. You make up a reason why that month is the perfect month. And so then you open your calendar right away to November. You say, great, so do you want a weeknight or weekend? It's that power of two question. They tell you weekend. Okay, I have the 1st and the 8th available in November. Which one works for you? And you just keep talking. You do not stop. You don't delay. If you delay, that's when they get in there and start putting all their excuses. They do give you excuses. Talk to some of your leaders about what the best response is for that. But if they give you that open door of, well, that means they've thought about it, they're open to it, they probably just are maybe nervous that their friends won't come and they don't know if it's really a good idea. So you just lead them to that point of decision that it's a good idea. So first part of my checkout thing, I have my hostess letter, I have my tax rate chart, I have my hostess envelopes, those big envelopes that we put all of our hostess stuff in. I also have my hostess checklist in there so they can fill out their information at the top while I'm getting their date written in my calendar, which is their name, address, phone number, all that information. So all my hostess stuff is in here right at the front because that's the first thing that I discuss with them about after we check them out. Okay, so then the next thing I lead into is, so have you ever thought about doing this yourself? Once again, if they straight up say no, then stop. I know what their number is because their guest survey is right in front of me, but I don't really care what that is saying. I want to talk to them and get a real answer out of them. If they say well and based of course on their answer, I might offer them a curiosity packet, which then in the next section I have my curiosity packets ready to go, so I can hand that to them. You also have your calendar right there to just book their home show. So you want to get a date on the calendar maybe to meet with them one-on-one. If they keep that door open, you just keep talking. The point is just to keep talking to get that date on the calendar. If you get that date on your calendar of an OP, it's much more likely that you're going to get an opportunity to really listen to them and their story and why they're interested in Premier. Nothing may come out of it, but if you're not meeting with anyone, you're never going to get that opportunity. So you just want to keep talking. You're not pressuring them. If they really don't want to, then that's fine. But if they're saying, well, they probably have thought about it, they just are scared and they have a fear. So the point is, if you can meet with them one-on-one, you're going to help them overcome that fear. Okay, here in my checkout folder is I have some extra order forms, especially if somebody books a party, they need some order forms for advanced orders. And I have my own personal catalog in here that has notes. So this is just my checkout folder. Then I know I can lay this anywhere and I can just go, and this is all my checkout stuff is together in one spot, and it's really easy. Plus I have a couple extra slots in here, so as I collect orders and checks and stuff, I just put it right in here, and then this is where all of my safe stuff, important stuff is at the end. Just a couple other notes about checkout. If you're going to do guest surveys, just make sure you're purposeful with them, you're following up. If you're going to do it, you might as well make it worth your time, so make sure that you're purposeful. Melissa Terrell, she has 4 things, and I got these from Dana, that she says there are 4 important questions to ask when somebody books a show with you. Number 1, ask them, do you text? Number 2, ask them, do you email? Number 3, ask them, what's the best way to contact you? And number 4, how will you invite your guests? I usually say, and I can say this again in just a minute, I usually say straight up to them when they're filling out their name and contact info, when I'm getting their booking down in my calendar. I say I run most of my business through text or email just because I'm busy throughout the day and I can't necessarily always pick up the phone or make phone calls. Which one of those 2 do you prefer? Only very, very rarely do I have somebody say, well, I prefer if you actually call me. So then I just tell them I will probably call you during this time of the day, and it's usually from 1 to 3 because that's when my kids nap. Is that okay with you? But I let them know up front they're probably going to be only hearing from me via text or email just because of my schedule. So that covers the same things. It's also very important to know how they're going to be inviting their guests, because if they just say, the younger generation tends to say, Facebook, no. There's other options. There's a lot of other options. Facebook is a great option, but that should be the secondary way you invite them. You either need to do postcards, paper invites, email invites, the My Planner with your website, something else like that, and then Facebook can be another follow-up. Also, just a little quick tip on that. If they're going to invite via Facebook, tell them not to invite all 5,000 friends that they have. Tell them to invite no more than 50 friends. If you keep that limit to about 50, they do feel like it's a little bit more personal because you know that they've had to select the exact 50 people they wanted, versus just, send to all my friends kind of idea. So those 4 questions: do you text, do you email, what's the best way to contact you, and how will you invite your guests? Any questions about any of that? Okay. How are we going to